When we're talking about this very broad area of spirituality as an example, since the neurogenic tremors is a natural mechanism in the human organism of the human species, I prefer to use the phrase belief system because belief system allows us to include atheists and agnostics, all religions, and all belief systems or spiritualities of individuals so that everybody feels as though they're included. Consciousness or energy manifesting as sentience or matter is the human experience. Our game, our task, our joy should be in the movement or the interplay between these two experiences rather than preferring one to the other. It's the interplay that's important. And this is a quote by Rupert Sheldrake. Now, think of the value of this. Many people want to go on these deep spiritual journeys, and when they do, they often feel like they leave their body. But when they come back in, they don't like being here. Other people go deep into their body, but can't seem to access something external. And what we're discovering is that the human experience is about both accessing body and accessing consciousness, or whatever you might want to call it, that's outside of us as an interrelated experience of being human. Now, there's another quote too that says, Soma refers to the lived body more than just the physical corpus of flesh and bones. It is the recognition of the body that is simultaneously an object and a subject. Aesthetics is the mindful attention and appreciation of this duality. That was by Richard Schusterman. Now, that's very important too. Remember what they're saying here, that we have to both recognize we are not just flesh and bone. We're something of a lived field of energetic matter, and that we have to live within that field to understand or to appreciate most fully how to be human. And in fact, that's the only place that we get our greatest pleasure is by living in the humanness of ourselves fully. And that means integrating these seemingly dualities. So the tremor mechanism we evoke in the neurogenic integration is the interplay between vibration, energy, matter, as well as between object and subject, because you're experiencing it as a subject when you tremor, and you're observing yourself as an object. So the tremor mechanism genetically encoded in the human body actually facilitates the very thing that we're talking about in terms of how do we integrate what appears to be dichotomies within our human existence.